If you've ever wondered how to balance content creation while having a full-time job, this video is for you. I've been making YouTube videos since 2016 and I started making short-form content about 3 years ago. I worked through college and now my full-time career in global health. My goal is to show you how to balance both without burning out and share tips that have helped me grow my platforms and also monetize my platforms with a 9 to 5. I wanted this video to be super comprehensive because there is a lot that goes into content creation. I just wanted to share all the tips that I have. I wrote them down on my computer. I hope this video is helpful for anyone who is getting into content creation, someone who wants to take it more seriously, or someone who potentially wants this to be a full-time job. All that being said, let's get into the video. I broke this down into a variety of categories. There will be timestamps in the description box. And as always, if you have any questions or want me to dive deeper into any other topics in regards to content creation, let me know in the comments. So the first category is how I balance content creation while having a 9 to 5. My first tip is to be clear on how much time you can sustainably dedicate to content in your social media presence. Because when it comes to growth and if you want to be consistent, you need to have some sort of schedule. Not saying you have to be super strict with your schedule, whether that's having dedicated days where you batch film or you edit on a certain day, or whether that's creating storyboards for upcoming videos or just wanting to visualize your video ideas. Personally, I schedule certain content days and it really helps that I am remote, so I'm not commuting to and from work. I really have an opportunity to maximize before work hours and after work hours, which I'm really grateful for. So if you're watching this video, you probably have a 9 to 5 or a standard job and you have content creation on the side. And I definitely recommend using your PTO to have a content day or days and just batch content. And batching content is super helpful because it helps you get ahead. It helps you have so many drafts accumulated. We love batching content, and definitely take advantage of 3-day weekends, holidays. I want to say do not spend all your free time creating and editing content because you are going to get burnt out. It's just going to feel like going from your 9 to 5 and then you're still working. But definitely have specific days for editing and creating that content so you can space it out and create a schedule that works for you and your lifestyle. All of these tips are like intertwined, and my next one is to work smarter, not harder. And that goes with repurposing content instead of creating content from scratch for various platforms. Another tip is to use scheduling tools on YouTube and Instagram. I believe Instagram has a scheduling feature. I definitely use the one on YouTube because it's just so easy, and you can even do it for YouTube Shorts, so that just helps you even more with your consistency. Definitely encourage breaks. I feel like whenever I'm in a creative rut or I can't come up with video ideas, I take a step back and then I am just filled with so many good ideas and so much inspiration. And this brings us to our next category, which is overcoming creative ruts. The first thing I like to do when I am in a creative rut is to clean my space, especially my workspace. Sometimes you just need a reset, and I truly believe that my space is a reflection of my mind. So if it's super messy, I'm not going to be able to concentrate or be productive. Another thing is to look through your camera roll to repurpose content. I feel like I've said this a few times throughout the video. Definitely utilize all the clips that you have. Anything can be content. I make it a habit to make time for creativity and just jotting down my new ideas. I'll just open up my computer or open up my notebook and just jot down everything that comes to mind, everything I've been wanting to do. Even trying out new video formats or video editing is a great way to get your creative juices flowing, and also teaching yourself something new about content creation. Also, another thing that I make a priority is making time for research and learning. There is always new things to learn, especially when it comes to content creation. Algorithms and platforms are changing, new features are popping up, so it's really nice to be up to date on what is working for specific platforms like SEO, tagging, trending audios, all that good stuff. And another thing I also make a habit when it comes to content creation is doing personal audits. I just like going through my page, making note of any videos that have been doing well or any videos that my audience is really engaging with. And with those personal audits, I love to watch my old videos and just get inspiration for myself because I love creating content. I love editing content. So it's just just fun to reminisce on certain memories that I posted about. Another thing is to get outside, get in nature. I know it's the winter right now, it's super cold, but I love just going outside, listening to the birds, listening to the sounds and the cars. I feel like being in nature definitely inspires me. And there's this book called The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin. I really enjoyed this book, and I feel like content creation, some people think it's super silly, but I honestly feel like it's the art of noticing. There is a section in the book that I really like. It's just a short quote, but it goes like this: look for what you notice but no one else sees. So like being a content creator is more than just like filming silly videos. A lot of people, including myself, not to do my own horn, but I don't know, curate just moments or just cinematic masterpieces with their phone or a camera, and I just think that's so beautiful. Also looking into new equipment. If we want to get better audio, so I've been watching so many videos on YouTube about different mics that are compatible with my camera. I've also looked into different action cameras, and also just using this as an opportunity to think about what you really want out of content creation, whether that's wanting to be full-time or if you want to continue this on the side to your 9-to-5. It's all about thinking of how you would like to grow in these categories. The next category is a fun one, and probably one you have been waiting for throughout this video. That is how to monetize your platform. So I'm super grateful that content creation supplements my nonprofit and global health salary. It definitely has become a great income stream for me and a kind of like a side hustle. But with that, I just want to go into a few tips, and then I will share the various platforms and how I, secure brand deals or get on PR list. My first tip is to only accept brand deals or collaboration opportunities if it aligns with your personal brand and the content that you post. So let's say you want to get on a beauty brand's PR list. You want to make sure that you're posting beauty content and you're tagging those brands. That is another tip that I always tell my friends. Make sure you tag brands and just think of all the ways that you can get those brands' eyes on your page and your content. So for example, when I first started out in content creation, I wasn't really wanting to monetize my platforms. It was just something I enjoyed. It was a passion of mine. It was something fun to do outside of work, and I would just organically create content, and I started tagging brands. Some of those brands would comment on my content and even DM me. They really enjoyed my content and they would love to send me PR. That's how I would get on PR lists, so definitely tag those brands. Another tip is just to continue creating that quality content, and also just organically engaging with brands can help you a lot to get on their radar. I don't do a ton of outreach when it comes to collaborations. I usually wait for the opportunities to come to me, but there are a handful, more than a handful of videos on TikTok of various pitching templates for DMs and also emails, so definitely look that up. And before you reach out to a brand on Instagram to DM them to ask for a PR contact or an influencing marketing specialist contact or whatever, make sure you are already following the account and engaging with their content. If you are a travel content creator, there are so many websites and hotel applications for collaborations, so definitely just look up on Google like Hilton influencer collabs and their application sheet will pop up. You can even pitch to hotels. I have done that before and I secured one hotel collaboration just cold calling. Well, it wasn't really cold calling, but it was like cold emailing, and then we hopped on a phone call. I just explained like my vision and what content I would create and like my goal for that collaboration. So definitely don't be afraid to email some people or even just shoot your shot in DM. Definitely want to incorporate that more into my content strategy. Start getting all those wonderful PR packages and sponsorships and collaborations and being part of so many cool campaigns. You are going to want to keep track of all of them. So I like to keep a spreadsheet for each calendar year and just keep track of all my collaborations, whether that's gifted, commission based, paid out sponsorship, just to keep track for taxes and also just for my personal records. I just use regular Google Sheets, but I'm sure there's cuter templates on Etsy. Platforms that I've been introduced to from previous collaborations. The first platform is Aspire, and there's a mix of gifted and paid collaborations on there. I feel like it's mainly paid, and I also get emailed directly through brands that are working something through Aspire. It's an influencer marketing platform. Each week I just check the creator marketplace to see if there's any collaborations that would be a good fit for me and my content. I really love Aspire. I'm not sure if there is like an application process or if you have to be invited by a brand or anything, but that's how I got introduced to the platform. So definitely look into Aspire. Another platform that I really enjoy is Mini Social. So every Friday I get an email with different collaborations. I also don't remember the application process, but I get an email every Friday of a variety of collaborations, and if something is a good fit, I will apply. Mini Social is a great option, and there is gifted and paid collaborations. I've honestly gotten a lot more paid collaborations. The more collaborations you do through Mini Social, the more like early access and exclusive access you'll get to collaborations. Next platform is really great for those who are just starting out in their content creator journey and want to build up their portfolio, work with really big named brands. This is Skeepers. I have honestly not used this platform in a while. Downloaded the app and you can just look through the various collaborations on there. They have amazing products. All of these are gifted. Is one thing to know. Another thing about taxes, you do have to claim certain gifted collabs on your taxes, but it really depends on the dollar amount. I'm not giving tax advice, but I just wanted to share that information in case it's helpful. You can then research more. Really slow down on the gifted collaborations unless it's something that I really want or something that I could use like around my house, to be honest. A few other platforms that I have are obviously Palm and Cohley. I'll make sure to put any other platforms that I'm aware of on the screen and in the description box in case it's helpful for anyone. And I'm sending you all the good vibes to secure all those great partnerships. If you know of any other platforms, please list them down below so we can all help each other out, because we are not gatekeeping over here. I'm sharing all the information I know. Other tips that can help you monetizing your platforms, definitely include your email in your bio and also the city you live in or the next major city, because that is a way for you to get invited to influencer events, which I know is a super fun part of content creation and being an influencer. Definitely include both of those in your bio. Another thing is just to continue creating high quality content that is engaging. You have an online community, and also making sure you are talking to the camera and just being personable, making sure you have a clear understanding of your personal brand and the content you want to create. And something that helps me a lot when I'm thinking of content or my overall strategy is to think of what it is I want people to come to my pages for. So I guess this could be like a little break in the video of like a writing prompt. Just write down what you want people to come to your page for, or what do you want to be known for. So the last category is my filming equipment. I have a ton of tripods laying around the house. I'm filming on my Sony ZV-E10 right now. I really enjoy this camera. I use this both for my short form and my long form content, but I will say you don't need a camera to start a YouTube channel, have high quality content. Oftentimes I film on my phone as well. Speaking of equipment, if you have a camera, definitely invest in multiple batteries. My battery is just dead. I had my batteries charging so I could just pop it up and continue shooting this video. But like I was saying, oftentimes I do shoot with my iPhone 13, I believe this is. I shoot on here too for a lot for short form and also for YouTube, just for convenience, because I usually always have my phone. But this shoots in 4K 60, which I absolutely love. It's like the best quality ever. Making sure you are cleaning your camera lenses. I have a cloth that is for glasses and camera equipment, so I use that to clean my lenses. To edit my short form content, I use the app InShot and also CapCut. I have CapCut Pro. I think I want to try Final Cut Pro now, especially because I just invested in a MacBook Pro. I've been without a laptop for a very long time. I've been editing on my phone, y'all. How excited I am to edit my first video on this laptop, because just the screen is going to be so much bigger than my phone. That being said, you can make anything work. If you have a phone, you can be a content creator. This is exactly what I'm trying to get at in this video. If you have a phone, you can be a content creator. You can make it happen and chase your dreams. You can engage with people online who have similar interests as you, who just feel inspired by the content you make. I hope this video just inspires you to pick up the camera. Don't push it off anymore. If you want to make content, just do it. There's nothing holding you back. If you want to be a content creator, just pick up your phone or pick up up your camera and just get started. And if you are scared of being perceived, literally who cares? I'm going to close the video out here, but I hope it was helpful and just motivated you to get serious about content creation, because you can do it with a full-time job. It's all about balance, having a strategy, and just having fun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and I will catch y'all in my next one.